How would you feel if your partner took pictures of you in bed and sent them to their family? I found out that my boyfriend has done this, and I don't feel great. He's very close to his family, especially his parents, and has a family group chat with his parents and sister. A few months ago, I was in bed with him. I had a blanket covering my body, but my upper body, shoulders but not breasts, were exposed, and it was fairly obvious I had no clothes on underneath. He took out his camera and was sat up, smiling selfie style, with me in the background. He had his finger close to the send button and asked me, "Can I send it?" Single quote. I quickly told him not to before he could press send. I felt very odd about the situation, but thought it was a one-off, so I didn't mention it. Fast forward a few weeks. I was casually browsing our photos on our WhatsApp shared media. Some he'd sent me over the past weeks were similar, me having just woke up in the morning in bed, under the sheets, although this time mostly you could see the straps of my top, looking a mess, and him sitting up smiling at the camera. A thought came to my head. Did he send those to his family group chat? I asked him, and he told me he sent a few of them. I feel so uncomfortable right now. How would you guys feel if your partner did this to you? Edit just to add more detail. He's very close to his parents. Apparently they know everything about him. I was especially upset also when he told me that he tells them when we have sex if he happens to be on the phone with them after. He has also told me that because he's 26 and a virgin, his parents are somewhat concerned, so they are monitoring his sexual progress, and he is updating them. He said that once he has had sexual intercourse, he will likely no longer need their input or advice. But for now he feels his parents are the best people to tell this stuff to. Edit just to clarify, we've only had oral sex, not intercourse yet. Hi all. Thanks for the comments. The thing is, he told me all this like it was so casual. I started to doubt myself. Am I overreacting? Am I thinking too much? I'm having a conversation with him tomorrow evening. I will make an updated post letting you guys know what he says. Monitoring his sexual progress. I feel like that was disrespectful to you and a violation of privacy. I never share pictures of someone without permission. From reading your other comments, your boyfriend lacks healthy boundaries with his parents. You need to sit down and have a conversation on this topic. Set a boundary yourself by telling him that if he continues to overshare, you will break up with him. And by the way, this is not normal or acceptable. Boyfriend might benefit from some individual therapy to help him learn how to set appropriate boundaries for himself. The lack of consent is a bit concerning. I don't really think it matters what was in the pictures, or who he sent him to. What matters is that he took and sent them, either without asking your opinion at all, or after already knowing that you didn't want him to. It demonstrates a concerning lack of understanding of consent. The act itself is probably fine and no one got harmed, but it raises some uncomfortable questions about whether he would prioritize your comfort in other, more important matters. It is weirdly creepy. It's giving emotional incest with the rest of the family. He's literally constantly sharing your intimate morning moments in bed together with his family. Why? It's so fucking weird. What the hell? Why is he photographing you in any state of undress? Why do his parents or sister care? Honestly, odd all around. If my brother sent me pictures of their partner in an intimate moment, I would put an end to it right there. I have a picture on my phone of my boyfriend sleeping It's adorable. He grabbed one of my stuffed animals in his sleep. I would love to show the world my adorable manly husband with the stuffed otter. But I won't. I would never. Especially so if he asked me not to, but I don't have to ask since I know he'd hate that. Respecting your partner comes before sharing pictures with friends and family. Which is a weird thing to have to tell someone IMO. I tell my middle school students they have to get consent for pictures practically daily. They understand this. Your husband should be able to. Wait, no one is talking about the edit update to the post. Girl, what are you doing with a man who has this kind of very unhealthy dynamic with his parents? This is not normal. Get out now. I don't understand why if you said no one time. He went and sent more similar photos without asking afterward. He has issues with respecting boundaries. I also have morbid curiosity about how that's appropriate for a family group chat. Not that it's appropriate for many other types. Especially without permission. Is he trying to prove something to them? If I were his family member, I'd tell him to stop too. If I were you, I wouldn't trust this guy with any pictures. I think it's a relationship that should probably be carefully reconsidered. Your posts show you ask this question a lot these past few months. Is there a specific answer you're looking for? Is your boyfriend autistic or otherwise developmentally challenged? His parents sound like the parents of a special needs child who are very concerned about normal developmental milestones not occurring as scheduled. This does not excuse the behaviors by his family. It does mean that you are not a person to them. You're part of some type of occupational therapy for the needy child. You can't have a talk to resolve this. Your choice is to accept your perceived role. Or leave. I would encourage you to leave. Has this family ever sent him to conversion therapy or something like that? Why are they monitoring his sexual progress? To make sure he's not going the LGBTQ route. Is he trying to prove to his parents that he's straight by taking pics of half-naked girlfriend in bed? Why has he not had intercourse as of yet? Do you think his family is very involved in this to keep him on a certain path that they would approve of? Are they religious? I would be very upset as well. This guy doesn't respect your privacy or personal space. And why the hell is he doing it anyway? Why would his family want to see you sleeping barely conscious? It's creepy. Some things are just for the two of you. His mom doesn't need to be with you in our bedroom in the morning. Not even virtually. It's weird. Why does he think his family would want to see it? Run, this is too close. It might be somewhat annoying at this moment. But they will know every intimate detail for the rest of your life if you stay together. Someday they might start offering opinions and it might be brought up at the holiday family dinner table. Too close. He'll be married to his family more than he'll be married to you. It'll be like having a third person in your relationship. That edit is beyond creepy. I mean, his parents are somewhat concerned. So they are monitoring his sexual progress. What? I don't have words. I just simply can't understand this. Man. I'm mostly a lurker in this sub. I'm a man. It's wild what some of my kind do. Like what the hell? It constantly makes me reflect in myself. Am I like that? What actions of mine are crazy like that? My advice is to make it clear that it's not okay to do that. I know you shouldn't have to. But I guess some of us are just dumb. You should not need to explain why other than that you don't like that kind of info imagery out there. Even if he is super close to his family. I'm close to my family too. But that's just weird. More so that he lets them know when you had sex. Phew.